Hello, hello. Welcome back to Realness with three S's. I'm your host here, Chantel Francis, here to give you a 3-minute episode breakdown of Cosmic Love. Now, originally I wasn't going to review this series, but then I had a few people were asking me what were my opinions about it. So I decided to take the plunge and review episode 1. So this is it. I originally, though, was apprehensive about this show. I thought the concept was something that I vibed with, absolutely. But it seemed as though they were going to use maybe the gimmicks of the characteristics of these sun signs as a way to judge some of these potential, people that are looking for love. And so I was apprehensive about watching it, but now that I've watched the first episode, I do think that they have good intentions and that they're not only using the sun sign. So the sun basically is just the ego and just kind of how you identify. But your moon sign is like how your emotions show up, and your rising sign is kind of how you show up to the world. And so these are other influences that could have other planetary influences that are also really important. So, watching the first episode, they have each of the contestants. So, there's 2 men, 2 women. They're all representing 4 different elements. So, there's going to be one person that's air, water, fire, and earth. And so, 2 men, 2 women, all of different signs. And they're meeting and mingling with many other different men and women of different, obviously, zodiac signs. And so they are instructed by their mystic guide, which is the astro chamber, to go and find or choose somebody for a date that's going to be in alignment with something that's going to be good for themselves and a good match for them. So they all choose people. And some people chose correctly, and they chose signs that I thought that they would work well with, and other people didn't. And then the astro chamber tells them after who their first ideal matches. And so I really feel as though they kind of got it wrong, as for one of the matchups, they put together a Leo and a Pisces. So so fire and water don't usually get along together, because water puts out fire and fire makes water boil. So it doesn't really work really that well. And then the other match was a Gemini and a Pisces, and like that just makes a hurricane. That doesn't necessarily work well together. So those are 2 matches that this mystic has put together. I just don't think that it would work. If I were matching people up myself, I wouldn't have chosen those 2 signs to go together, those 2 different matches. So let's see how it plays out on episode 2. But right now, I don't know if that's the right matches. We'll see.